Before we go into our public hearing today, we have a bit of housekeeping from our review session on Monday. There were questions from the commission as follow-up to the Clarkson GPP matter in Brooklyn. So we want to take a few moments to answer some questions from the commission on that project, and also to make a scope determination on the Resilient Edgemere Community Initiative following action by the City Council. So I am going to open a special review session first before we go into our public hearing, and turn it over to Edwin Marshall to walk us through it. Edwin, would you like to introduce the first item here?
Yes, Chair Garodnick, and thank you. Good morning, commissioners. Good morning, all. This is the New York City Planning Commission special review session for Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. The time is 10:05 a.m. and a quorum is present. The first item on our agenda is a review of a general project plan in Brooklyn Community District 9. Our presenter is Sammati Nayak.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, Edwin. Good morning, commissioners and everyone. So we saw this presentation just Monday, and we had 2 pending items, but I'll just give a brief overview to start with. This is a New York State Urban Development Corporation's Empire State Development adopting a general project plan for the proposed Clarkson Avenue mixed-use project. This is a land use improvement and residential project that ESD, in collaboration with HCR, is sponsoring pursuant to the New York State's UDC Act. So there were 2 questions at the review session. One was, how would the park interact with the Clarkson estate buildings, and will there be an entrance directly into the park from the community facility space? So the response to that is the Clarkson estates building and the adjacent playground will operate independently. The development team has been in regular contact with Department of Parks and to discuss the project and coordinate the proposed design. There will be no direct entrance from the Clarkson Estates building to the playground. However, the residents as well as visitors can access the playground through the public entrance. The second question was regarding the selection process, how it would work for both the affordable housing and supportive housing tenants in the building. So regarding the supportive housing units, which would be 50%, the 163 units will be filled through the lease will be through the New York State Homes and Community Renewal Lottery. The units will be filled through this process, and HCR's Fair and Equitable Housing Office will approve the project's marketing plan before the lease can commence. So for the formerly homeless units, individuals and families will be referred by Department of Homeless Services. Continuing for the, so that is how it would be. That is the response from ESD.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me see if there are any questions here from commissioners on this item following that follow-up. Commissioner Marin?
No questions. I just wanted to say thank you, Sammati, for getting those responses that I had requested on Monday. I really appreciate that. And they're clear now, and I understand it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Commissioner Marin. Okay. I see no other questions or comments on this one, so I'm going to seek assent by voice vote to send our comment letter as revised to the Empire State Development Corporation. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Okay, thank you very much. The ayes have it, and we are going to move on. Edwin, take us to another borough, if you don't mind.
My pleasure, Chair Garodnick. Our second item on the agenda is a City Council modification scope determination for the Resilient Edgemere Community Initiative in Queens Community District 14. Our presenter is Hala Saleh.
Actually, the presenter, I'm actually filling in for Hala. Jonathan Keller, Deputy Director in the Queens office. I'll do my best to fill in for Hala. On July 11th, DCP received from City Council a proposed modification to the Resilient Edgemere zoning map and zoning text amendments that were approved by the Commission on May 11th. Next slide. The City Council's proposed modifications are focused on a single block, Block 15841, and on the westernmost edge of the Resilient Edgemere rezoning area. The proposed modifications would remove this block from the rezoning entirely. Administratively, this means removing the block from the suite of proposed zoning changes and removing it from the Appendix F proposed MIH area. Next slide. Originally proposed to be rezoned from the current R5 C12 district to an R6A C24 district, here shown in blue with an outline in blue. Block 15841 is wholly comprised of private property and was anticipated to result in approximately, the slide says 570, but it's actually 550 new homes. Apologies for the typo. Next slide. The proposed actions on this block would also have resulted in permanently affordable housing under the MIH program to the tune of approximately 140 new homes. Overall, as modified, the proposal would generate approximately 530 units, 318 affordable, within the R6A along Rockaway Beach Boulevard, which you can see in the slide to the right, to the east. DCP staff has reviewed the proposed modifications and determined that it is within scope of the application previously approved by the Commission. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Questions, comments? Yes, Commissioner Bozorg.
Hey, thanks, Jonathan. I'm just curious what the rationale for the removal is. They discussed that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, as you know, sometimes the land use rationale is different from, I guess, the political calculus rationale. I think there was a lot of negotiations around this with the council member. Generally, my understanding is concerns around, just capacity and infrastructure in the area, which we've discussed with the Commission previously in post-hearing follow-ups during the CPC review, which there, as you know from your time at HPD, there's a suite of an interagency comprehensive plan focused here. However, the council member, wanted to peel back this block, which really is just focused on private properties, which maintains the affordable, projections, which are on the public sites, to the east.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Commissioner. Okay, just to reiterate, Jonathan, it's the position of the department that these modifications, while not what we had sent over to the council, are within scope of the review. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I don't know if there are any other questions, comments here, but seeing none, I am going to seek assent by voice vote to send a letter to the council that the proposed modifications are in fact within scope. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Okay. The motion carries, so we have a scope determination here. And with that, Edwin, unless there is further business for the special review session, I will end it, but I'm going to first check with you before I do that.
Chair Garodnick, our business is concluded regarding the special review session for today.
Excellent. So with that, I am going to close the special review session of July 13, 2022 at 10:14 a.m.